What's up? What's
What's up,
up?
y'all?
Mitchell and Mitchell sipping spill here in the motherfucking house as usual. Kimmy Kim, how is you doing with yourself?
I am fair for a square.
Right. Fair for a square.
What's
Fair
up,
for a square.
y'all?
What's going on with yourselves? We appreciate you guys joining live. For guys, those of you early who's on our group page, we
Mhm.
did mention about our radio going live. And we were not live today. We had an issue with the radio station out in Atlanta. So for those of you who are joining and rocking with us on the radio show, we apologize now and forevermore for that. We apologize for
Right.
that. We thank you guys for even rocking with us, and we appreciate you guys. And one of the things we pride ourselves on, or we try to do, is show gratitude and appreciation for everything that's going on a regular basis. Every time we have every time we have a show, I'm trying to figure out my. So my brother is calling me. RJ is calling me. I'm trying to figure out what we're gonna put him on live. Uh, since we on live and you
Oh
want to
my
call us on
God.
live, RJ, can we help you, sir? Yeah, what's up, bro? How you doing, man?
I'm good. What's good?
None. We live right now on the radio on not on the radio show. We're on the podcast live now. So, what you got going on, brother? They can hear you on speaker. Don't say nothing crazy.
No, I ain't saying nothing crazy. I was just telling you, man, that Daddy wants you to come to his party, man. I'll say you where it's at. I'm gonna send you the flyer. It's tonight. So it's going on.
Oh, it went dead. I don't go to this party someplace tonight. I don't know where he's at, but I'm in Milwaukee, so I got to put my phone on the charger. So someplace, um, his buddy wanted me to come to his party tonight. So I don't know, wanted to go through there. So I don't know about all of that, but anyway, guys, just that's impromptu thing. Let me go ahead and put Kimmy Kim. Go and talk to people and put my phone on the charger
Okay.
and grab some drinks. So we are prepared. We're doing a little chill. Kimmy Kim is a little bit trying to get her strength. Well, she's always got a strength. Just on some
I'm a
chill
little
stuff.
bit under the wizather.
Right. So we're gonna.
Yeah, I know we like trying to make it look, make light of it, but your girl is still here. I know I'm looking different as well. Okay. So you gotta try to just go with the punches. But listen, we thank you as always. I would love to hear the feedback. So if you can get on and you see the comment section, that's where you can literally write to us now live while we're on, and we'll be able to respond back to you. So just to say hello or let us know you're here, it would be great. I do like to talk back to people. I do get the DMs, and I do get the let me know you watched and the different things on YouTube, and I appreciate that. But while you're here live, I want to be able to talk to you. So, as I was stating earlier, the crackling that you hear in my voice, as y'all all seem to know, my voice is so amazing. It's because I am a little bit under the weather. I got this little cough thing going on. But your girl just came back from Miami, and I'm now gonna get myself back together. But I had to do what I had to do, but you know how that goes. So for all the love and support, I wanted to make sure I got up and set up and be able to reach out and talk to y'all. Hi Clarence. Thanks for stopping by and showing some support. Appreciate you. Yep, there's Ed. He says where's Ed? With Ed.
What's up, brother? How you feeling, man? What's good with y'all selves? We in here in the house, in the motherfucking house, enjoying ourselves as usual. Kimmy Kim is fighting a little something, but it's all geezy for sheezy my neezy. We won't get no more greasy than that. So today it's gonna be a pretty decent episode. We always try to bring on some new stuff. Kimmy Kim is really notorious on coming with some dope ass content. We keep getting it from our executive producers at the radio show. They ask us like, "How do you come up with this? How do you come up with that?"
Yeah.
Oh, you going your way to the gym? Feel good, yes sir. Yeah, baby. I worked out this morning. No, I worked out this morning. I did a little bit of some of everything. So I did a little
Okay.
bit of some of everything. No crunching, no. But anyway, so we try to do. We pride ourselves on come up with content and things to talk about on a regular basis. Kimmy Kim always comes up. Her brain works in a way where she's bringing content or she's. I guess it's always like comparing apples to oranges and kind of making them similar in a way. And we try to we don't know how she draw the line on and bring a conclusion to it, but it works. It works. It works great for our show. It works great for the radio show, and it works great for our podcast. So all the people that are joining live, we
Yes.
appreciate you guys. I want to let you guys know again, we appreciate you. We appreciate you. We can't say it enough that we thank you
We
for the people that
can.
subscribe to us, to get down with us,
The
that
love,
follow us, and love
yes.
the the criticisms, the observations, all of the above. Um,
Everything.
we appreciate it. I won't say that we don't. I won't say that we don't. I don't know if you guys can hear us a little bit better. So yeah, that's so I got that set up just in case you wanted to do. I put the monitor back on there.
Okay.
So we got Kimmy Kim is going through a process of expansion,
Yeah.
which is what boss ladies do. They go through process expansion and learning. If you guys followed us last week, you see Kimmy Kim has made some very great moves. I give her her flowers. She gets a little bashful when I say that because she thinks maybe I'm doing too much, but I give her props because we made some great waves and some great connections out in Miami. You can see that she's made some moves. You can see her out there, and she's on some branding levels of taking Sip and Spill to levels and heights unknown. And so I appreciate that. So you can see her. So that's kind of why she may have a little, kicking in the use at the pool in the sun. And we got rained on too, though.
I forgot about the pool, and I forgot about we was raining on. This will bring on from the rain.
Yeah, so hot heat going from the heat. Then it was cold. It was cold in Chicago
so
in the
much fun.
evening.
Yeah.
In the evening.
Yeah.
Remember, Chicago
we
was
literally was sitting out there in Miami, guys, on location. We did a great interview, and we was just sitting there, doing what Sip and Spill do. We was, going back doing a little editing. We did a couple of interviews with the She group.
Which you still have put that out. We got to put that out.
Yeah, we got to put that out. And for all the ladies that's watching us now, I would definitely be putting out that interview that I got to talk to you guys, the different first ladies and pastors that we just met on a whim and did an impromptu interview. And I had a great conference. It was awesome. God know what he be doing, I'm telling you. So with that, it was wonderful to, we was straight up chilling, just chilling. We was. And it was pouring down, raining. I mean, like gushing. And we was sitting there, Um,
Yeah,
you
we
said
sat
I
on the
got a
patio.
10? He said I got a 10. Look like I got a 10.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I was out there in the sun. And it was one of those things where it was a trip because it was raining. So this is what happens. That's how I get there.
Right? That's what happened.
But being out there in that beautiful weather, in uh, Miami, how would you say? I say it was, Ed. It was really. I think it was a great experience. I had Cuban coffee for the first time.
Yeah, you couldn't
And
get enough of that. You
I
kept
couldn't
drinking
get
that Cuban
because
coffee.
I drunk Ed's coffee, and he's no, I don't never mess with his stuff. Well,
And I don't drink. Oh, you don't normally. You don't
like
drink coffee
his
like
food
I drink
always
coffee.
look better than mine though.
You don't drink coffee like that.
But I don't drink coffee like that. And
the fact you take my coffee, yeah, because I didn't
took
drink it.
his coffee. He drinks coffee like that. Like I'm still trying to figure out how to order that. So
I don't know what they did to it.
because that was the best coffee. If I had that, I would never go to Starbucks. Like for real.
Yeah, but she always takes my food though, so she does take my food. It don't matter what it is.
I don't. He doesn't allow it, but I do want to.
She does take the food, whether I allow it or not. She takes what she just grabs it like that look good. Let me try it, and she don't ever want to try your own thing. But that's how people do. People do that kind of stuff. They see something.
I got caught on camera.
Stealing one of my fries.
Stealing one of his fries and looking at his food like, really? Look what you ordered me and look what you had. And that was crazy because he had a big juicy burger with sweet potato fries.
Right.
And I just had chicken wings and no celery.
Yeah, but you asked for chicken wings.
But I thought I was going to get some fries instead of chicken. So it just looked at.
Yeah, it was a little enticing.
It just looked like he was moving on up, and I was still in good times. That's how it was. It just
shit.
It was one of,
you so ridiculous.
But that's how all his food looked.
Right.
Ed has a different taste. He's really big on palate tasting.
So we did try something good. We tried something different. We went and got
we did.
But you had got to try an empanada.
I love empanadas.
So we went empanada. So we had some, but you know what? It was Cuban empanada. That's
right, and that is the difference. I was
to,
told that it said no, Kim, you did not eat a regular empanada. You ate a Cuban shrimp empanada. That's why it was so damn good.
It was good. And then we also had, do you remember what we had? Can you remember what it was?
Fruit tiros. F-R-I-T.
It was frittatas.
Frittatas? I don't think it said frittatas.
I think it was frittatas. But anyway, it was conch.
It
was conch.
Conch? Okay, I'm not going to say that word. I'm just not. I just have...
It was, but it would look like little small balls. Like it was really good, but it was conch frittatas. and was really really good. You liked it, didn't you? Well, I know I loved it. You
I
liked it,
loved it. I
yeah.
like when not I don't, I'm not, Ed is real big on I don't eat the same thing stuff like that. I don't gotta taste everything, but when I am open, and I can say I loved that place. Do you know the name of it?
I
That's what I've been
do.
trying to
I
think
took a
of.
pic. Oh, the picture I sent you. It's behind you. It's the name of the
Mm.
place, but it's and I tagged it. So we're gonna get the name of that
Yeah,
place
because
out
we
there
want to make
in
sure we,
Miami.
send the love. They were so wonderful to
Oh,
us
customer service was
walking
off
there.
the
The customer
chain.
service was, I just love that. So,
Yeah,
this is what Ed and I do.
Caliocho.
Caliocho Street.
Yes, yes, yes.
And that street just dancing. It just comes alive. I will definitely, want to visit again and just be there all night because
We're gonna
I
be back
can
there soon at
dance.
some point.
Yeah, most definitely. I will be back there before the year is out. I want to be able to dance all on Caliocho Street. I
Yep.
like that. And just, they got live music. So I don't know. You guys have, if you ever or have not been to Caliocho, I would definitely, recommend that. And of course, we're going to recommend to go to the Art District Cigar Lounge. That's where we went,
That's where we're at. Yep.
and it was nice. And the owner and his wife was wonderful to us, and the manager JC. We want to
JC,
give
what's
y'all
up, brother?
love.
Mad
Thank you,
love, JC.
JC.
JC's a very knowledgeable, very
Yes, he
knowledgeable
was.
shop manager and cigar connoisseur. And then that's you probably and on the video, if you look at the interview we did, go back, you guys, and check out the TK aficionado
Right.
interview that we did. Kim and I did, and you will hear us talking back and forth to JC, and he's very knowledgeable about it. Him and TK are very close, and they do a lot of things together apparently. And but anyway, you listen to him, you can hear a lot of stuff. So it was a really great interview. So last week, just we recapping last week, we had a really great time. Don't be looking at my terrible feet. We had a really great time. We had a really great time out there, and we learned a lot. And like I said, Kim got out there and just showed off and showed out. And had a great time. Go back there and watch the dude. Was that what kind of dancing was that? That wasn't salsa. It was something else you was doing with that girl, and she did the little dance
It's
with the girl or
cumbia.
whatever.
So we was dancing cumbia.
Cumbia,
And it was
cumbia,
awesome. It was cumbia.
cumbia,
Which,
baby.
I mean, my dream is to go to Cuba and dance with Cubans, but it was cumbia. And it was awesome. She was a beautiful lady. I will be going back just to kick it. It was just nice. I think that, going on location, I want to answer this question that was asked too, is that they love the fact the sip and spill. The reason the reason why I think I'm more, Ed will, wherever we do the show, he's gonna show up. But at the same time, the reason why I'm big on moving around, because I really like different experiences. And I feel like when you in somebody's space where they're at, you really get to see the very essence of them and meeting them where they at. Y'all know that's my turn. And that means sometimes it's gonna take me to get on a plane, a drive or whatever, and get to have that experience. Such as while I'm on that, that's what's about to happen for us. So Sip and Spill, being on Power 104.9, we actually get to do our show at the radio station next week, Saturday, which is the 27th. And so we will be doing that at, of course, our regular time. We'll be also in Atlanta doing our show. But it's going to be awesome because we want to have that experience. We have new love, new fans, new people that wants to meet us. And definitely we want to be able to be in the building. Being in the different cities as we are, we want to show love to everybody. As you hear Ed say all the time, we go where we celebrate it and not tolerate it. So if you're celebrating us, you better believe we are celebrating you.
That is true. That is true. And also another thing I want to mention, we will be in Savannah next weekend, and I don't know if you wanted to say that, but
Yeah,
not okay, because I get in trouble for saying so. She like, don't say nothing. Shut your ass up. So we're being. I get it. It's like being married.
Freer than
it's like
all.
it's like my partner is like a wife. You hear me? She's only just like the wife. Be just like, listen, you said too much. You doing too much. Shut up. That's how my partner. She keeps me accountable. We get off the air. Sometimes she'll check me on air. But next weekend, all jokes. But all next weekend we'll be in Savannah and Atlanta. So Atlanta on Saturday for sure. Savannah on Friday. So you guys out in Savannah, you're gonna be out that way. You got family out there. Tell them to ride down on us. We will be doing some TikTok videos out there, doing our stuff out there in Savannah, going through the area. And then we'll also be in Atlanta all day on Saturday in Atlanta, doing our radio show, and then like she just said, do our radio show, and
That show.
afterwards doing our live podcast show. So
Right, right,
a lot
right.
of big things Sip and Spill are embarking upon, and
Right.
Miami was just one of the things that kind of catapulted where we're going. This is why I was giving her flowers, because of the network and the connection we're making, the things that we're doing. I mean, far and above what we had anticipated, and it's what we have been planning and dreaming or thought about. We didn't
Right.
plan to do what's happening to us, so we embrace it. We embrace it
That's
all.
right. That's what we do.
We got some news coming up in the next couple of weeks. We're planning to see some changes in the show and some things like that, all for the good,
Yep.
all for the betterment of where we're going. And I'm just very grateful and happy, and I am very happy and very grateful. And sometimes you
Yeah.
have to sit back and be like, be happy and grateful. I want to go over something though. I want to talk about something, and we got something we're gonna go over today. We're gonna go over our topics today.
Hmm.
But I want to once we get done with that, I want to talk about a topic. I want to talk to us men and talk about beings for a little bit afterwards.
You
And
sure
it
you
should
don't want
tie
to
in.
go now?
It's kind of, if we, I don't want to change it because it'll change the dynamic of everything. So we'll do it at the end, and I'll go into it because that's going to lead us into what we're going to talk about next week,
Okay.
especially out in Atlanta.
Okay. Well, yeah. So what we kind of want to talk about, we kind of lead up to. I want to kind of. I don't really know how to explain the question that I constantly and consistently get asked, and that is, how do I come up with content? How do you come up with, who is your content creator? Um, you know, Ed and I are two friends that just talked and became friends and became closer, throughout this process of being 2022, being on here with you guys. And some things, is like, as we say, we was joking, but some things that we go through ourselves, we like to talk about what we know and not what we heard. So it's not about just putting all your business out there, because I believe there's certain things you do need to, even if it's amongst a partnership or it's in your family and everything, because just like as a kid, a child that has no filter, well, that's how it is in the social media world. You know what I'm saying? They come for you. You know what I'm saying? And you can't get mad at the world when you decided to do this type of platform, but you do get to be in control of your
Cool.
narrative on how and what you express. So I don't mind answering as many questions as I can. And with that, I don't have someone that I go to. I don't have, it's not Ed and I, like, it's just literally our lives. And think we could be having a conversation and it will spark something within me. And then I'll be like, okay, Ed, they're going to show. And just like you just heard what he just did, he's good at that too. He'll say, hey, I want to talk about something, or just regular conversation. And that's what Sip and Spill is about. We wanted to create a platform that you can talk about things that, to be honest, most people are not talking about. There's a lot of different podcasts out there. There's a lot of different shows, and you can watch on YouTube's. And I mean, I look at things that I actually like. But what I love about Sip and Spill Show, what Ed and I do, is that we get to talk about stuff that is just came up in a random conversation, and it's not a celebrity. It's not something on ABC or CBS News, but it's happening every single day. I'm more drawn to somebody that is not a celebrity than I am someone that is. Only because when you have reached that type of pinnacle, I don't, it's like, it's just more to that. But the person that's going through that, which I like to say most times, suffering in silence, they wish they had a voice, or they wish they had someone who will listen, or they wish they could share that. So that's what we like to do. That's what the sip is all about. We sipping on stuff that we go through and hear and this and that, and then we spilling it out and saying it's okay. This platform is creating. You could talk about it. So that's why I'm gonna answer another question. Um, it's not that we talk about poly a lot, because that's what we could say. Y'all talk about poly?
Right.
No. Um, we don't talk about it a lot, but we do talk about it because it does exist, and my partner is 100% poly. So with that stated, that's nothing, you know, it's okay. So you're going to see another show. I want to talk about that too, to say that we did another show. I like to call it the Edwin Mitchell story. And that is Ed's son coming out, and I like to say our son because I love him dearly, that came out and was saying what he went through when he decided to come out and tell his parents that he was gay. So why we talk about all of those subjects? Because it exists, people. It's what's happening every day. Now
Right.
we can get on here and y'all see us be crazy on TikTok. Y'all see us be mad stupid on Sip and Spill on IG. And we like to make things comedy. We like to talk about those. But I want to back up for a little bit. I say about 4 months now. What, April, May, June, July? Yeah, 4 months ago we was on here talking about how I couldn't move the left side of my body. Remember that? So what I'm saying is we talk about those type of subjects, but I'm also exposing myself to say, hey, I didn't know what that diagnosis was. People were saying I had a stroke. People were saying I had something else, like something was mentally wrong with me, like for real. And come to find out it was none of that. I have a pinched nerve in the back of my head that happened when I got a concussion 2 years ago. Never knew that. I never knew that that can even develop later on. That can cause you to become paralyzed on whichever side of your body after you have so much stress if you don't take medicine for it. Didn't know nothing about it. Just
Mm.
was going on my regular day. So what I'm saying is it's not like that's why we say all the time, we talk about what we know and not what we heard, because some things are touchy and some things can be raunchy. But if you know, I'm gonna go there because this is what I do. So if you dealing with and you being dealt with the way you being dealt with, and y'all know what I'm talking about, I'm not here or nor Ed is to judge you. So, we here to talk about it. We here, we here to listen. And
Right.
hell, we try to make sense out of it. To me, maturity comes from when, even though you might have did something to hurt somebody or said something to somebody, you simply, most of the time when people lash back, they don't understand. But in order for you to do that, the maturity come in and say, let me understand why you even acted the way that you act before I get to tripping, because I know how it made me feel, but let me see. So
Right.
that's what we like to do. That's why we created this platform.
Right.
You got something to add to that?
Yeah, I 100% agree. Like I said, it just goes along with what she said. We talk about what we know, not necessarily what we heard,
Yeah.
because these are things we actually have experienced. These are things we actually are experiencing. These are things that we're actually being told and informed on. And like I said, I was telling, me and Kimmy had, we went to grab some lunch today, and we were talking. I was giving her flowers about stuff, which I always do, because I think it's important. And I think it's important for me as a show, for me to outwardly show support for what you're trying to do. And
Mm,
so Kimmy does this all the time when it comes to me. Like, that's my partner, that's my boy. I got his black. But I'm gonna let everybody else know I got Kim's back. And I don't need anything in return for her to have her back. As a black woman, as I do my daughter, as I do Angie, as I do Monica, as I do people that in my life, my friends, my other Kim friends, all of them, I want to make sure they have a platform. This one especially. So she has the liberty. So with Kim and I make sure that she has the liberty to learn, to explore, to make mistakes. She knows that her boy got her back. I'm her little bouncer. I'm her little security guard. I'm her little driver. I'm all of that. So I want to make sure she has what she has. And in that, it's like she's constantly learning. She's
mm,
constantly exploring. And so I was saying to give you the process of what you're learning as she's exploring
mhm.
and embarking upon. So some stuff we know and we talk about, but some stuff we don't know, but we're learning. And so, like now, we're embarking on other areas of business. And so, she gets really heavy into learning and educating herself on what she's going to talk about or what we're going to embark upon. Like today, we
Right.
went over a little thing over some production stuff. So, she was really, really focusing on what she has to do, learning the situation. So, she can then not necessarily talk about what she heard. She can say, I know this. I
Right.
know that works this works that angle works here, this, that, and the other. So that being said, we talk about what we know. So that's my piece on that. Still giving you your flowers on
I
being a
appreciate it.
boss and doing what you're doing as you expand and grow. So today's subject was very important. Was very interesting to me as you brought it up.
Okay.
I want you to lead us into service with, as you, if you will, with the topic. And I want you guys to chime in and stuff like that. Clarence, you can chime in
Service.
and talk and see what you think about that or whatever. But go ahead and break it down, Miss Kimmy Kim.
So we're talking about today rejuvenation. Rejuvenation, um, your requirements, okay, and um, it's basically about. I'm sorry, I was thinking about what he was saying as he was talking. It's about reinventing yourself, okay, rejuvenating, bringing forward what you have really put down, okay, and revisiting things that you have experienced that kind of left you kind of be in the space that you are right now, and you don't want to be in that space anymore. So I'm a big accountability person. And sometimes I'm not the friend you want to call because of that, or I'm not the woman you want to, try to date because of that. Um, I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna get personal for 1 minute because I have to, because I am gonna be, even after. Oh, I was going to say something else, but I am being attacked now, for me being who I am. So in this platform, it's funny, Clarence, that you on here right now. It's just funny to me. I want to laugh out loud, but you know me enough to know I bring everything out. So to say this, to say I'm not about women empowering, to the point that where I put any man down. Hell no. I will never sit up here and tell any woman by any means that you got it all together. You got that 800 credit, okay? You got that bomb job. You making over 150,000 a year. Hell, 200,000 a year. You got the bad car, okay? You got the baddest crib. You can shop. You can buy all the Birkin bags. You can buy all the name brand you want, but you ain't got nobody to share it with. Your ass is just crickets and silence. And today, guys, I was hit with some women that I don't know. I don't even know any women like that. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of women that I do know, it's a title. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like the title being a boss. I don't like the title being a bad bitch. I don't like none of that. What I do like is being like, now her, that's it. That's all you gotta say. It's her. That's it. Because that says a lot to me. It's so many different things come behind that. And I feel like in order for you to get the respect, you have to earn it. And a lot of times if I'm walking around, if I'm showing my ass all day, every day, and I'm twerking and everything, then you looking at me and I'm already in a category. But if I'm sitting up here empowering and encouraging women and men to be better, some, okay, in their lives, then now I'm too good of a too goody shoes, or I look at men like they ain't nothing, or I don't have time for that. So I want to go on record to say this, and that is I don't give a damn what you got going on. I don't care what it is. Every woman, you can sit there and say you don't, but every woman, we are made that way. It's in our DNA. It's nothing like having a man's love and attention and affection. And I can have the baddest of everything. So that's not something I ever want to live without. That's who I am. I don't have a problem with that. So why would I do anything and everything to mess that up? Because what? I had a bad experience? Because one man can't control the whole show. He only can if you allow him to. And one woman can't mess up your whole rest of your life for any type of issue you have with another female, only if you allow that to. So my accountability is, a lot of times it starts with you. I say this all the time because it's true. However you let that experience get in your head, however you went through that experience, did you just go through it? Or did you just get to it to get to another piece of ass? Or did you grow through it? And now you understand why you went through it in the first place. That's a totally different thing. A lot of times we just want to get through the pain so bad that we don't take the time to see why the pain became in the first place.
Do you think that the attacks are based off the fact that they think that you're not? So are they saying you're against me? Are they saying you pro me? Are they saying you? What side of the
I was
offense
told
are
that
they
I was
saying?
closed off. I was closed off. Like they think I'm one of, and actually it wasn't. It was just acts. But if they had to guess, they would say like, I don't, I don't feel like that I could be the kind of man because you seem closed off. Like that I could be the kind of man that stepped you because you seem
Closed
closed
off
off.
to what though?
I'm closed off to a man like him, I guess. Like I would be closed off to certain men. So certain men got to be in a certain caliber
I
that
think
I'll accept
I
or
think
whatever.
I think I think that I think so, and this is what I'm gonna talk about later today in the
Yeah.
show, and we're gonna talk about men. I'm gonna go, and it's a part of it. This part I'm gonna talk about a little bit, but I'm gonna go really into the psyche of men
Okay.
and our egos and shit like that. But I think, to me, I think people get caught. Some foundational things, education, career. Okay, I get those foundational things. But one thing that I think everybody is missing It's really getting to know. Me and Kim talk about this all the fucking time on our show. Is being authentically yourself. You have to get off of all the prerequisites and shit. If you got your shit together, great. You should have yourself together. You should be educated. You should be happy within yourself. That's men, women. We should kind of love and like ourselves. You got to kind of have that. But that's that part. But then you should be transparent and just get the chance to know that person and like that person without all the extras. Like what you do for a career and what do you want out of a partner should not be part of the conversation initially. It should be, what do you like to do? Who are you? Who the fuck are you? And then that's going to tell you what's wrong with them.
Right.
Who are you? You're going to hear the childhood traumas. All those things going to come out. What do you like? You a bowler? You don't like bowling? That stuff going to let you know what's going on. You like to play bid whist and dominoes every day. Like, okay, they're your family. That's how you grew up playing it. And that's something you don't like to do. You know, all right, cool. That ain't my shit. That ain't my dish, as you would say. But get a chance to know that person. You like
Right.
orange. You like green. You like red. You like water. You like fish. You like seafood. You like rice because you love rice.
Right.
So who are you? And then get a chance to know that person to the core of them and accept them for who they are. At that point, I'm not saying all those other things don't come and play. They do. But you put all that emphasis on that, and the person get to like you and love you. They get to choose. Kim says all the time, don't take my choice away from me. You get to choose how you interact with that person.
Right.
That person get to know you for you. You get to know them for them, and all those other things. And then you start saying, well, I don't know if you like. I don't cook that much, and I don't have. I don't work out and stuff like that, or I look a mess, and you start all these things you say, and you throw them off with all this shit.
Right.
It's like, what's wrong? Are you okay? You feel like you? I don't feel like you
saying
confident.
that about yourself right out the gate. What I'm supposed to do with
It just seems like it's somebody I got to fix and shit, or I got to constantly like reassure, like you
I
okay,
don't wanna fix
baby? You do
nothing.
look good. I know you can't become you do, but I can't say nothing about your weight because you come in, you are, and I understand that. I'm not a person.
You don't tell me I'm fat.
But you have a problem with that. Now, if you saying we both fat, cool. You saying you fat, I'm fat. That's your thing. Y'all
That's
get down.
y'all thing.
That's y'all thing.
But if you like, I know I'm fat, and see, I don't allow that.
No.
Because I'm like, if you putting yourself down, I don't want that to be embarked on me because I'm gonna be looking at you every time we pull up at the fast food lounge. I'll be ordering my stuff, okay? And then I'm not saying fat.
I'm good. You can't order though because your ass fat according to you.
I started saying I want waffle fries, my chicken nuggets, blah blah blah. And you like, I want a chicken sandwich, waffle fries. I'm like, hold on.
You is fat. You remember?
So that means you should not.
You should not be eating that shit. And I low key agree.
So right.
You is fat. You are a fat ass. Right. But I'm saying you come in the gate giving us these. We call it telegraphing. Yeah. You giving us your move. You giving us your play, your insecurity play, and it kind of puts us in a weird space.
Well, and also,
we don't know what to do with that.
I'm sorry, and then also it makes us where you judge your own self, so you can't get mad at us for the way the perception of you. That's how you came in the door. You know how you say, okay, so I'm gonna talk about. I don't know her name, but it's a woman crush that I have. I mean, I always had a thing for, I love dark-skinned women. No, guys, I'm not lesbian. I'm saying that's just what I like. But this woman, I just love how so she comes on Instagram and she just walks through the city. Okay, she has an afro, and I know a lot of y'all have seen her. She has a lot of followers and a lot of people like her. She has her t-shirt on, and she just walks. She just exudes complete confidence. And I love that. That's nothing wrong with that. She's not doing nothing but smiling. She ain't saying nothing. She just smiling. And I just love her because she's dark skinned. But with that said, I'm just saying, like, to me, that's it. You don't have to do all the extra stuff. You should just be able to smile and you come right back and say, hey, how you doing? I think a lot of times people prejudge people and then you get the wrong idea. And then when you find out that's not the case, then you realize you missed out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's entirely on you. I don't want to do that to anybody. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say I meet people where they at. And that happens daily. You don't ever know where they at. Hell, they don't even know where they at.
Right.
It happens on a consistent basis where you have to keep meeting them where they at. And then sometimes when you do that, I feel like that's when you get more out of a person. Instead of you trying to tell them what they should be doing. You know what I'm saying? Let me try to understand where you at. So let me understand this where you want to be. Because if you're a man and you're interested in a woman that you're saying, such as myself, that is has herself together and she ain't about no mediocre, I'm gonna say thank you. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's not about that. My show ain't about me trying to be no man. I'm gonna make that very clear. But at the end of the day, I'm just saying for all the other women out there, beautiful women, okay, I celebrate them. And I'm all about that. Every girlfriend I have, no, I'm very supportive of whatever relationship you have. And that's in whatever type of relationship you have.
Hmm.
I'm not situationships, whatever, because whether you all want to be judgmental about them or not, they do exist. It is what it
That's
is.
a fact.
It exists. So I'm not gonna be the one sitting on no throne looking down at nobody and say, "Oh my God," that's not for me to judge because every last one of y'all that's hearing me say this have some type of something that you gonna have to face your damn self. It's just facts. So with that, I'm saying, just don't judge nobody. It's not worth it to just judge a person just because you think they may be one way because you're not getting what you want to get from them because you're scared to pursue that with them simply over you judging them on what you see in front of you.
Right.
That's your loss. So being rejuvenated and revisiting, we was talking about. I think a lot of times your past experience or your current experience sets you up for failure because you don't
Yeah.
grow through it.
No.
What you do is you get to it. So I want to talk about just a little bit on just one thing in a relationship. When I say you just don't grow through it, you get to it, and you do need to grow through it. Okay, so I have an acronym that I speak about grow, and that is get rid of old ways. And in order for that to happen, when I have an experience that is bad or broke your heart and all, listen, I've been there, know that, and I'm just saying. But at the end of the day, we have to find within ourselves, because I'm gonna go a little dark for just a second, but suicide is real, man. Like it's real. And when I be thinking about people that I was just listening to, I'm gonna say this because he was on a radio show, and it just really got to me. He was 28 years old, Joey Badass. He was on the show. He was talking to Charlamagne the God, and he was saying how his friend Stitch killed himself. And basically, I guess, and then Charlamagne the God was saying how his girlfriend, his good friend, uh, did herself. He's like, she was on there, like on Instagram saying bye to everybody. And my mind just went to when they were saying, he said, I just couldn't wrap my head around it. And Joey Badass said it. He said, I'm still trying to figure. He said, do grief have an expiration date? Well, it don't. It just get, you know what I'm saying? It get easier to adapt to, but it's not even so much as somebody taking their life or you losing the life of that person. It's just even when you grieve into relationships, you know what I'm saying? Or a new thing. Our mind don't like change. We just don't adapt well to it. It's like, oh hell no, we stop. But to lose someone, you have to allow that process. So I'm saying I'm going dark to say about that, to say it's the same in every aspect of your life. You have to allow yourself to go through the grieving process. What I used to do, I can't do no more. What I used to have, I don't have no more. So I do need to grieve that. Okay. But this is where we get confused. You get confused when you let it go so fast because you don't want to feel that. That's a process to feel that. Oh Lord knows it's a process.
My
So when
God.
you don't let yourself feel that process, go through the pain, the up, the ebb and flows. I mean, I ain't putting us out there, but I can say Ed and I know very well that feel like being married for a long time, and it's a feeling that you can't shake. Hell, you be looking at yourself going, damn, did I say, did I act like that? You do. You be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? You be tripping on yourself.
Hmm.
But it's when you allow yourself to really do that, that's when you know you're growing through it. For real, that's when you're growing through it. And a lot of people say, I don't want to be like this no more. I know people tell y'all when y'all say, I don't want to be like this no more, just hurry up and just, well, go ahead and just change that. And that's a cliche. You hear that all the time. I know it's not easy. I'm not even finna say that it is. Now, Ed will, at this point, before he just yarned, he will say, Kim, can you break it down? and say, give us some tools.
Yeah, because I was literally gonna say that. Like sometimes, because there's so many people before you even go into breaking it down. There's so many people, Kim and Kim. This is one thing, and we talking about living through
I'm so
rejuvenating
sorry,
yourself.
y'all.
It's so many people that just not living their. And last week I wanted to do
The best
rejuvenation.
life. I was
Yeah,
gonna talk about it.
yes. Last week we were talking about living your best life, and she was just talking about how. Yeah, go ahead. We were talking about how people aren't necessarily living their best life. They're not doing what they really want to be doing. They're not living out loud. They just fucking around and letting shit just rock. People are still in these toxic ass, which is what I'm gonna talk about later. These toxic ass normalcies are so fucked up. They're not getting rejuvenated. They're not getting. They're not doing those things, and they just. So I was gonna ask Kim and Kim to go ahead and break down those tools as to how to recognize that because people are in these cycles. I refuse. I ain't gonna lie, men, women, all y'all. I refuse to live in this motherfucking bubble. I refuse to be in this fucking hamster wheel and being on this fucking merry-go-round and being a part of this motherfucking circus and clown show just so people can be palatable with me. They can be okay with me. I'm going to live my best life like we talked about last week. Kimmy Kim going to break that down any further, but I want to know, how do you get to the rejuvenation? How do you get to the point you said, let me not just get to it to get Jimmy, just get to it. How do I grow through it? How do I become better? And that's something like, we're not therapists, or we're not trying to therapize nobody. We ain't no gurus, as Kim would say, or Kim and Kim would say. But I'm like, I ain't finna be on that. Fuck all that. I'm not finna be sitting around moping and waddling in whackness. You hear me? I'm not finna be a mediocre ass, whack ass, half not getting nothing ass. Fuck you. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life. Sorry ass. Fuck all that. I ain't on that. So whoever's doing that, if you're doing that, yo, get your life. That's whack ass fiznut.
Damn. I'm
Damn.
gonna try and get something to
I'm
drink.
just saying.
And he's
I'm
snapping.
just saying. I ain't on. I know so many. I know so many whack living ass motherfuckers. It's ridiculous. I'm sorry. We
So
on our
what
show.
you mean when you say
Whack
I want you
living.
to break it down that you don't want to do what now? You
I
don't
don't
want
want to be living like you were saying, rejuvenate. I want to be rejuvenated. I don't want to be the same old whack ass, insecure ass nigga I've been. I don't want to be the jealous. I can do what I want to do. I'm gonna start talking about that right now. I don't want to be that same old. I'm gonna do what I want to do, but ready to kill myself. My woman do the same shit I do. I don't want to be that stupid ass nigga that don't have any vision, any don't know how to lead your motherfucking people, your family. You don't have any vision. You want all this shit. It's like a nigga that want to fuck 3 or 4 people but can't keep his dick hard for one. I don't want to be that person that can't satisfy one but need to want to satisfy 15 people. Selfish, thoughtless. I don't want to be that person that living a lie, being gay, but you can't be gay because your mama and your daddy gonna kick your ass in the world. No, I don't want to be that person that trying to code switch and think they white because white privilege is greater than black. No, nigga, I'm black. I'm gonna live my life. I appreciate white people and Asian and Latinos for being them, but I love being me. I want to be myself, flaws and all. I accept it. I embrace that shit. I want to learn from that shit. Tell me, goddammit. Don't have me walking around and shit on my motherfucking face like I'm the man and I'm not. I know niggas right now getting into the rejuvenation. They have not gotten to the point of rejuvenating or reinstituting their mind, their mindsets, doing all this old trickery and fuckery, and the whole time they girl doing the same shit behind their back. They think they walk around like they King Dingaling, as all along they girls getting King Dingalinged. You hear me? It's like
Damn.
that kind of I'm the man, that fugaziness, that silliness is
Yeah.
so fucking low frequency. I hate to go there, but that's what I was going to talk about later on the show. And that was just a piece of it. And I'm
Okay.
just sick of it. I'm going
What's
to
the
talk to the
piece?
men and the women, but go ahead. Go ahead, my dear sister.
So
I
you want
apologize.
to know what I was
The
saying that you were
tools.
the tools. You said how do you know when you want to rejuvenate?
Yeah.
How do you know?
How do you
when
know you need to, and what to do
I'm
so?
gonna be honest. Most of the time, you don't even. It's not. It's not something you just walk around and say, okay, you just say like, oh, I need to change. You don't do that. What you do is you say, I'm tired of this, but you get in a pattern of just keep saying you tired. You know how when a baby is constantly on the floor, you keep putting them on the floor, so eventually they'll learn how to crawl to walk, right? Then it's like, oh my God, he's walking. Oh my gosh, she's walking.
Right.
Oh my gosh, she's crawling. So you gotta learn how to crawl before
Or
you
you
walk.
won't.
Actually, some babies have actually walked before
There
they
you go.
crawl.
Start walking. They get their ass up and just take off
But
walking.
but you want to know what the common denominator is? Is that they was hungry to move different.
My God.
See,
Oh my God.
when you want to move, you will move,
See,
no matter what.
bars.
And that's when you know. Because a lot of times we allow ourselves, and I keep saying this, we allow ourselves to be stuck in situations that we could have got out of a long damn time ago.
Mm.
And so you waste time, and you don't want to be a time waster because you never know when your time is up. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure that you are focusing on being better at everything you are, because you came in this world with a lot of talents, and most people don't live nowhere near a fraction of the talents that God has given them.
Mm.
So with that, it starts with the experience that you had, and for you to be hungry enough to say, I'm ready to move.
Mm.
Then once you do that, that's when you have to stop and say, let me revisit what just happened. So I want to give it a scenario, for example.
Okay, break it
So
down.
I was going through a situation where, and this, I'm just breaking it down. Like, okay, so I say I'm going through a situation. We speaking on a relationship, and the gentleman and say, hey, we good, everything great, and all of a sudden, he didn't cheat, he didn't lie. He just sat me down and said, this ain't working for me no more. And you say, huh? Now, you didn't put all you could into that, okay, in that relationship, okay? And he said it ain't working for him no more. So you see how bad that sounds? But there's other elements that comes with that has been ignored. And that is all the other flags that he was showing you a long time ago.
Damn.
And we ignore them because not that person, because we want to be with that person. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to overlook that. And we are in hopes that things will be different. And we are in hopes. And I'm here to tell y'all, it's a hard thing to say. It's so hard to say, but your girl has been through it, and I can tell you, you can't point the finger. I gotta say this because I was thinking about this earlier, and it's so good. It's so easy to do this, but don't blame. Okay, reclaim yourself by taking ownership of your actions that cause your experiences.
Mm.
So don't blame, just reclaim, because you can say, you be in a situation and the partner say, I didn't ask you to do that, babe. And she said, but she did that for you, but I didn't ask you to do it. So then the question becomes, when do we be in a relationship where you got to ask me to do something and then I do it? Because now I'm confused. First you want me to do it without asking, and now I did it because of you, and now
Right.
you say you didn't ask me.
Damn.
And it's like, what?
Confusion
But
as fuck.
right,
Yeah.
so a woman, so when this is for a lot of women, I have to say, and I know some men. I'm not, I'm big on women and men, but when you're going through certain situations, you have to be able to say, you got to have those inventory checks, those conversations. Those conversations are so critical for you having a long lasting relationship. Anytime you ask somebody, what's the key for you being married long time? I used to always say this. Well, what will be a long lasting relationship is if you keep talking. It's that non-communication stuff that stops everything. That's when you start growing and coming to conclusion and assumptions, and then you start operating off that.
All those
And you don't
assumptions.
know a damn clue. You
Mm-hmm.
don't have a clue what. I could just be thinking today, I really want some grape jelly with some strawberry. Damn, I
Oh,
wonder do
she
they
over
got
there.
that?
She over there on the phone with a nigga. That's what she want.
And
All
I'm
she want
really
to do.
checking. I'm all on
She on it.
Myers, Walmart, all the stuff,
Every time I
trying to
look at her, I
find
try
where
to
they got
talk to
them
her
at.
ass. Her ass on the
I
phone
look up at him
and
and he
shit.
looking at me like I'm stupid, and I'm like, and then you want something from the store? I'm on the
Oh,
store.
you
His
going to the
whole
store now?
expression
Yeah, you
changed.
going to the store now?
Now he really in his thoughts because
You
he
going to the
like
store?
that ain't shit.
So that's some bullshit. You on there talking to this motherfucker now? You got to go to
Then
the
I said,
store. Let's
yes,
say.
I'm ordering from Myers and Walmart. Oh, no, babe.
Mm-hmm.
See, so it goes
Hungry as
like
hell
that
too. Yeah.
because you hungry as hell, and it goes like that because you just simply stop communicating.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the questions that I'm just going to ask and answer at the same time. To me, the next question would be is how do you know is that when you get to complacent point, it's like, how do you lose the spice, right? Like, where did it go? Like, it's like, because at some point a thought was formed and then an act was made and then an action was done. And then you ran with that. And it was never, ever, not once, communicated.
Not confirmed, not affirmed, not brought to the attention of. So sometimes,
Nothing.
so what if you got a person that's asking questions, that's always inquisitive, like okay, they
Mhm.
think you're going on, they suspect and shit, or it's
Yep.
just, assuming stuff, and they bring it to you, and you get kind of offended by it, like, come on, man, come on, you keep asking me these questions and shit, and bothering the fuck out of me, asking me these questions, thinking it's this, thinking it's that, and they get it, and that within itself causes breakdowns in a relationship because you asking all these questions like you think I'm a fugazi ass person.
Right. If you're getting offensive about the person that's asking you questions, which is trying to do an inventory check with you, that's also as a red flag.
Yeah, I would
Because when
say
you
so.
really in tune with somebody, you want to make sure they right.
Hmm.
You want to make sure they okay. Like, listen, at any given day, I want to know you covered. You understand me? I want you to know I got your back, your front, and your peripheral. Now, we might have some arguments. Yeah, we might get down sometimes. And I don't know which way to go for a moment, but don't you ever think for 1 minute that I ain't got you because I got you.
You know,
That's what you want to hear and you want to know, but not just out your mouth. Your actions need to show that. And to me, that can't happen if you got all this other stuff in your head and you're assuming all these other things. It just can't happen. I can't allow any bad thoughts to come into, you know what I'm saying, my man head. I can't allow anything to get him like, listen, I can be okay. I think a lot of times things happen and people don't allow the space in the relationship.
hmm,
You gotta have a space that we can disagree, that we can be upset, but we don't leave the platform. You see what I'm saying? If we in the ring and you keep getting out, then I already lost the fight. You
mm,
know what I mean? So listen, that's why it's called you go to your corner, I go to mine.
mm.
And then we give it some time and then we get our ass round two. That's what I mean about because the rounds can get more spicier, right? You're
Right,
like, damn, you took a left hook, damn, you took a right hook. But the point is that you don't leave the ring,
right.
you know? So the rejuvenation starts when you face your reality and stop lying to your damn self that everything's okay. And then sometimes people they give themselves excuses and reasons to do other shit.
Yeah.
And it's
Create
based on
shit.
complete assumption. Because
Yep.
just because your man cheat, I'm gonna keep it 100. Just because your girl cheat, that don't mean you got to go and cheat. I mean, that's like telling me what I'm gonna do with myself. My purse gonna be given to a random ass man because I don't like that what belonged to me. He gave himself to another person. Now I don't gotta like that, but that don't mean this nigga deserve it because you know you just can't. You can't undo nothing. Uh, we good?
You can keep talking.
So it's just one of those things where
I don't know. Some we lost a minute over here. Keep talking on here. We good over here. You guys rock with us as we get our
internet back on. Sometimes things happen, but So we talking about rejuvenation. And then the next step is you was talking about let's say restructure. So you want to have the requirements. The requirements. You say, what are the requirements? Things change the way you start in a relationship, right?
right.
And as your time passed, you start thinking about other things. You start wanting different things. And I know everybody go to this. Everybody go to this. It's always a sexual act. It's always a menage a trois, the threes, all that stuff. And I want to try this and that. Okay, so you always wanted to try that. You know what I'm saying? You still got to be communicative to tell your partner that's what you want to do. I got to bring up the what they call it, the past. I want to being in the position, I think you've had a hell of a more experience in that. And that is, I heard a gentleman that says that you don't give the same type of energy. You don't share or you don't get the same type of energy basically to the spouse versus the side piece, right? Or your situationship.
Mm-hmm.
So some women would beg to differ that. They would say this. They would say, so you mean to tell me, okay, so he be with her that way. He provide, okay, that way. But he provide for me too. Because some other women feel like, shit, he paying my bills too.
Right.
I mean, if the dude is like that, he could take care of his home and another female, then he is treating them both equal, right?
Right. Right.
But the man said that, you know, and it's a big thing that's going around where the guy said that you don't do that. You don't give the same. So that means you are supposed to treat one versus the other. But a woman can say, oh, so should I, so that means should I half-ass have sex with you then? Since you only, you have, I mean, so why should I? Because a woman could give her all into this because she's in love with you. So she's giving her damn complete all, and she ain't half-ass because she ain't got that other, that other person, that spouse or that husband like you do. So what do that mean when he says that? Because that was offensive to a lot of women.
It depends. I start with this. I consider the source. So I want to know who is he. Now, you don't have to tell me specifically who the person is, but what kind of person he is and where his thinking is at. So you have prehistoric thing. I don't want to say pre. You have people who think in a pattern. There's some relevancy based off a person's mindset.
Okay.
If a man is looking at a woman, because some guys can put people in levels and like you're this, you're that, or you're like you.
Yeah.
I've seen like white people. They'll say those are these kind of white people. They're white trash. They're rednecks and they're buppies and you got people to put everybody in categories just based off of where they come from geographically or whatever. So you got some men to look at women and say, my wife, all right. My wife, right. My side piece, my side piece. And that's the old school mentality. I don't give the wife or the side piece the same thing. This would be a saying. This would be guys. This is some funny shit. They would say this, and this is something that I've heard, but it was just something like, so let's just talk about sexual acts, for instance.
Okay.
You don't fuck your woman, wife, how you fuck your side piece. Or your other woman. Your side piece, you getting all the horse shit. You making her into everything. Your wife, you're not giving her
all
this.
The boring shit.
Yeah, and they don't realize, and the wife don't want that shit. The wife want to be slutted out too, in a way, so to speak. That's a negative term. I hate to sound like that, but that's what they were saying.
So you really can have all that you really want in one vagina.
You could, if depending on how that person is or who that person is to you. Right. It depends on who that person is, how they box it.
Absolutely,
but
it does depends on the person.
And I won't put that.
Nobody, I know.
It is however you move it. But the person that made that statement depends on how they look at women.
Well, I gotta say it was multiple men. It was on the platform. It was multiple men, and it's been trending. A lot of guys are saying that like you don't treat them the same, and y'all messing up because y'all are starting to do that. So now they no longer being like they acting like the wives. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, yeah, it's the same thing. So that's the mentality of guys that are cheaters. Or side piece people. They're saying this, that, and the other. They're not. That person is not. You making that person get that woman wife privileges, and you treating her like this, that, and the other.
But isn't that the same for a female? Should she be treating him like a husband when he only treat her like a, a piece of ass? He only come over at night and drop a few dollars.
I don't want to go into that yet. That's low frequency vibe stuff like that. I don't want to even go into. No, this is very important.
It is,
but I don't want to go into that. Yeah, I want to do this part. Then I'm gonna go to that level. Okay, that's what I mean by that. I'm not discounting that. I'm saying that. Nowadays, people are more open when we talk about polyamory. People are more open to openly loving different people. Because now, let's go back to the statement you said earlier about people are done. You giving things different to different people. Well, there are certain things you get from different people that the other person just don't give you. Me and you, this is my partner.
Right, that's true.
Me and Kim. Now I got other friends, Angie, all type of people. But what I can do with Kim, I can't do with everybody else. Right. I can go outside and grab a camera like Kim, say something crazy right then, right now. We're going to act a fool in front of thousands of people.
Right.
And she's going to go there. That's this friend. Right. All my friends ain't going to do that. Mm-hmm. So what I do with Kim and what I do with Angie or what I do with Kimberly Brown or Kimberly Ware or anybody else.
You really saying that?
I'm saying all that. Well, these are my friends. They know who they are. Kathy, all of them. They all create.
We ain't getting no disclaimer. We so sorry. He's just saying his friends, y'all.
All my friends.
See, this is when I gotta shut them down. Like, stop. Like, they don't want to. But
so all my friends, right. So all my friends,
right? You're different friends.
I could do. They are different people. There's certain conversations I can have with them. So now, no. I'm just No, 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 no. I know. I'm just saying, with different people, you have a girlfriend. This woman, she over here, she like anal. Okay,
Right.
she like anal. She like threesomes. This other girl don't. She anal ass booty is booty. You like to fuck a woman in the ass. You want to fuck a man in the ass. Some women they go there, and that's like damn.
Yeah,
That's how you
some
feel.
women don't mind eating that. They don't mind eating ass.
They don't like. Yes, I don't know what. See, this is kind of shit. You see what I'm saying? This kind of
But
shit.
I'm just
Eating.
saying, and women and people get mad. But a man, he'll sit up and you can turn his butt out with that, and then he won't never tell his friends. I mean, I'm just keeping it 100. He won't say nothing. His
I
legs will
can't
be open
say.
like a female.
Maybe you was talking about how somebody was fucking. Okay, I don't know if I can say that. You were saying somebody
Oh
was
my
fucking.
God.
Okay, maybe I can't say
Oh
that. I don't
my
know.
God.
Okay,
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
God.
Let me stop. Let me stop.
That's why I love the Simon Smith show. We never know what we finna say. But real talk, what you're saying, I agree. But I'm talking about, I want to talk about these gentlemen, 5 gentlemen, were saying that they want to basically dismantle to men. They talking directly to men.
Stop being
Basically,
simps.
stop treating them the same because you confusing what their placement is.
What's what I'm saying? It depends on what their placement is to them, though.
And most of them are
That's their
saying
placement
they
to them.
married and they got side
They
pieces.
lying. That's because they're cheaters. So if you are a cheater, let's do this. If you're a cheating ass nigga and you ain't telling your wife that you got another woman and you telling the woman you cheating with your side piece that you love her, did that to the other, whoever she is to you, and then yes, and you're not intentionally, you're not going to leave your wife. 9 times out of 10, you probably not gonna leave your wife. Niggas said they gonna leave their wife for 7 years in the game with you, and they still not. They almost just give it one more fucking century. What the fuck?
See, she need me now.
Them niggas right there. Yeah, stop lying to her because now she's thinking she's getting real disrespectful. There's women that say shit and do stuff because now, but you are the fucking problem. So yes, those guys. If you talking to, listen to me. If you a cheating ass motherfucking nigga, stop lying to these women saying that you're not a cheater, that you're in love with them and you leaving your wife. If your girl don't know you got another biot or another chick, you a lying ass, weak ass nigga. Period. Now, if your girl, now 9 times out of 10, women know you got another chick. If you got a chick on the side and your woman don't know you got a chick, she don't know. She think you going to work, but she kind of know you doing that shit. And then you telling this girl that she all this and a bag of chips and she should know her role. The niggas on that panel she's talking about is telling the truth because now this girl don't know her role because now she sneak up. She calling you as you trying to pull up at the kid's graduation. She's doing shit that she shouldn't do because you letting her believe that's what's going on. So yes, in that regard, that's right. My thing is that I don't want to talk to those niggas because those niggas are low frequency, weak ass, old school ass niggas.
But what if they not? What if they? What
They're
if
very intelligent.
No. What if they are a guy that the girl knows that he is married? He's not lying.
No, lying to the wife.
Oh.
Not lying to
the side piece know that he is married.
Okay, and the side piece know that he's not leaving.
Yep.
Okay, that's a whole
He
nother
never
thing.
told her he was ever leaving. What if there's a guy like that? He never told the girl. Most of the time, to be honest with you, from my experience of hearing these stories, they never tell their girl that never tell the woman that they're leaving. That's not the deal. Most of the girls don't want him to leave the wife. She feel better in the relationship.
Let me tell you what.
Stay with her.
So now let me tell you what's tricky. Let's go back to the niggas on the panel that says don't treat her like that.
Right. They said because that's why you get.
But tell me why wouldn't they?
Because she acting like a certain way. Or well, he wouldn't. He don't want that girl to think that he gonna be the wife because she's no longer being that fun day to me.
No, check this out. What I was gonna say, yeah, you're right. But point I'm getting to is that woman 9 out of 10 accepted everything about him. Okay, she met him where he was at. How do you not? And then you love her because that motherfucker
because you accept all that. You like all. She don't mind all the hoes. She don't mind all other women you be with. She don't mind all the different everything.
You could say that, yeah, exactly. Yeah,
she don't mind the wife to coming home. She listen. If your damn day is one day, she don't mind. So
you love the fuck out of her for that.
And you love her for that, right? But what happens is, and this is just the truth, there was an acceptance, as Ed just said, early on, but things have changed. So what should have happened? So it don't get out of hand. See, thoughts be coming to mind. You know what? He always with me anyway. He should just go ahead and leave her and be with me. See, that's a whole damn thought process she had in her mind. Meanwhile, ain't there's a button on here to say Meanwhile,
Uh,
A few moments later.
it's crazy because it can literally be where you don't see on his end what he's going through with the wife at the house and how he's trying to maintain and keep things to be a certain way because he don't want anything in that household to be disrupted because see that household need to work in order for him to be with you.
A few
And
moments later.
you don't understand that because it's never ever discussed. So
mm,
that's why I say, even if whatever you decide, okay, situationships, friends with benefits, people just don't have conversations. They just do the stuff. So if we slip into it, we just into it. He just fell into me, stuff like that. But you don't have those conversations. I know they awkward, they awkward, but you know what? At the same time, you can save your own self your very own heartache because he don't have to say it. He's going to show you. Because however he started with you, and it was never a process that he told you that not so much as he leaving her,
mm-hmm.
but he is either he is literally not living with her or he is divorcing, then that but then other than that, everything is fair game. You cannot expect it. The same thing, guys, with a woman. I had a guy to tell me, he's like, Kim, I've been waiting, I don't know if she's smashing him every night. This is her husband. He said he been waiting over a year for them to be done. He said every time he turn around, she keeps saying it's all the business, it's a business, only to find out. I said, well, did you ever check? Come to find out there was no mutual business. She just never was leaving her husband.
Mm.
But he was made as long as she was maintaining with him, she was able to maintain in their marriage, and that's crazy. Some people say, I don't know how to be in a relationship without me having somebody else. I mean, it just can't be me and you. Can
Damn.
you imagine that conversation
Damn.
with your spouse? You're like, okay, we started this way. Let's do a part and all that. But things did change. So, babe, I'm gonna get me somebody. You get you somebody, cause and we really gonna work there because what you don't do, he can do.
What you won't do for love.
And then your ass can just turn around and never be satisfied. It's always gonna be somebody else too. So I'm just saying, at some point, you got to create your home base.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up, you got to create your home base. It needs to make sense. For what Ed was sharing about all the men, if you're out there, the cheating and this and that. I'm at the point
Weak as
where
fuck.
it's I'm at the point where I don't really feel like it's a lot of that going on anymore.
You think what's a lot going on?
I don't feel like it's so much of the cheating going on where the women don't know.
Oh no, they
I
know.
think everybody is living out loud with it. It's to the point to
What you
where
mean that you think men are cheating? Let's say
I
husbands or
think I'm
wives,
gonna
and the
give you a
wives know.
scenario. I feel like it's like this.
All right.
I feel like they living together. They ain't married. It's just people just doing the living together thing.
Okay.
We've been together for a while.
All right.
And he in the bed, I'm going to bed, I gotta get up, blah blah blah. Usually the girl go to bed soon or whatever. And she wake up and he on his phone. He he ain't talking to no nigga. He just saying. But he can say, oh, it's just my friend. And then she said, oh, okay, man, who is that? Oh, that's Kim. Oh, I know Kim. Okay, so I'm just saying, right? Okay, nowadays, I feel like most people, it's just easier to be with other people. People just waiting. Here I am. Yeah, I don't give a damn what you got at home. Come get me. Damn, you fine. It's just easier. And soon as a woman cries, she like, I can replace your ass with something. It's another nigga. Damn, I'm ready to. I'm finna. Come on, baby. Fuck him. Forget that nigga. I got you, baby. I can. You know what I'm saying? It's
Damn.
that easy. But
Damn.
what y'all don't realize is that there's a price to that. There's a price to that. So you need to be careful about that. You need to be a conscious about your mindset about what you actually want to do with someone else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And just because you mad, that don't give you the right to say, because in a marriage you don't do this. Hey, uh, we gonna take a 3 month break.
Damn.
I'll see you in three. Matter of fact, I'll see you after Christmas because I'm not buying you shit this year.
Right. Matter of
I'll
fact,
see you
after
after Christmas.
Valentine's Day, March 1st,
Yeah,
goddamn.
because you know
Shit.
what?
Shit.
I'm a go and do what I'm gonna do for New Year's, Christmas, and Valentine's Day. I see your ass for St. Patrick. We don't
Damn.
celebrate that shit. Now you got time to figure that out. Now I'm gonna be honest. We laughing, but that might have saved some people marriage. Oh, that's what we own. But now this be the problem. You step to that and you say that, just like when you say you want a menage a trois or a threesome, whatever. Then you be surprised when she come back. Oh, so that's what we doing? Okay, because I man, I shit. John fine as hell. I've been wanting to be with John. Ooh, and you like, wait, what, baby? Like, what? I mean, babe, I thought that's what we was doing. I thought it was okay. I thought we was
I thought
sharing.
we were sharing, being a buck, doing what we want to do, living out
So,
loud, living our best life. The
right. So
fuck?
you get to a point where you don't want the other person to accept. You don't want you just simply don't accept that they have a mindset too. And
Right.
most of the time, it's true, guys. It is true. Most of the time, the other person is not wanting to do that. They do that to get to you. But no matter what, if you serious and that's what you really want, no matter what they say, you should be like, okay, because that's what you. And then you can't. Now, if they decide to leave your ass, you didn't take their choice away. You gave them that. But if they say, okay, now if you do that, then I'm done.
Damn.
Now you have to make a decision. This is when some people say that's just so wrong. I want to know it's not so wrong because y'all started off saying this what you want. Okay, it's hard. I know it's
Right.
tradition. It's hard. So this is where you got to revisit, as I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
and reestablish the requirements of how we should. That's called restructuring your relationships
Uh
and
huh.
your life in order for you to move forward. So I gotta say, listen, this is how a real grown up go with me in grown up conversation should go. Now I'm gonna be the woman. I'm gonna be a friend of ours that y'all saw on one of our shows. She was out. Okay, her name is Kim, so we keep it moving. I respect her. But I want to say this: this is how a real conversation should go. If you want to do something, that is just unorthodox in a
Mm-hmm.
marriage.
Okay. Here we
Hey
go.
babe, hey babe.
What's up?
Listen, I'm gonna need you to put your friend hat on.
All right. That's cool. I'm ready. I got
Okay.
myself ready.
Now, okay, come on,
So
babe.
in
I
the
don't want you to be
moments.
the husband. I
All
need you to
right.
be my friend.
All right. I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay.
What's up?
So, you know, I love you. I just, it's not that I don't. I want you to think anything like that. It's just, I, I really want to experience, um, being sexual with, John. Um,
Okay.
I I don't want to lose my marriage. I don't want us not to be together. I don't
Okay.
want us, what I'm saying? I don't want this to even dampen. I just feel like I want to have this experience because as I'm getting older, I want a different experience.
Okay. All right.
And
I
I was
respect that.
hoping that you will work with me on it.
Okay. So let me get this straight. So first of all, what John you talking about?
Hey, do it matter? Do you have to know the person?
Well, you just gave me a name. I'm figuring it's got to be
I mean,
somebody.
his name is John. I don't want
Okay.
to
Do I
say,
know him?
yeah,
Okay. So somebody. Okay. So here's the thing with that.
Okay.
So I don't mind. I understand that your friends got the friend hat on. This is even though it's hard to hear. I'm
Okay.
trying to hear this shit. You just hit me in my mouth.
Okay.
That's
Sorry.
crazy as fuck. Yeah, I get it. But we number one thing number one, we keep it a buck.
Right.
I want you to tell me what the fuck going on with you, even if it hurts. I need to hear that shit.
That's right.
So the fact you told me, I'm drawn, I'm fucking with you. Now, I don't know. I want to know if there's some parameters with that. Now, am I comfortable with you doing it? I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not necessarily comfortable with my girl trying to fuck John or whatever like that. But
Okay.
I feel you with what you're saying because you're human and we've had conversations before. This ain't
Okay.
no new shit to us. We ain't new to this. We grew to this shit.
Right.
That being stated, let's draw some parameters with it.
What you
Now,
mean?
I just feel like I don't necessarily because of I'm being out of my insecurities. I don't know if I want to deal with somebody that I necessarily know per se. So would that be a problem if it be somebody a John that I don't necessarily know? He could be over here. I ain't gotta run into him in your job and shit like that. He looking at me all
I
kind of
mean, you
funny.
know of him, but he ain't gonna be sitting in your face, babe, where you got to be like looking at him and knowing that he's smashing me. If
Okay,
that's what you
damn,
saying.
smashing because
I
so
mean,
many
I
other
want to
words.
come all the way out with it because I need you to feel it, 100% authentically so you can make a conscious decision because I'm not going to make a move. This is what I need you to understand. It's one thing for certain, two things for sure, is that I'm not making a move unless it's absolutely an agreement between us.
Okay, okay.
So if we cannot finish this conversation right now, we have to visit another time. We need to think on it,
Let
whatever. This ain't gotta happen just like that. I'm bringing it to you because this is where it's at. I'm not gonna let it keep festering. I'm not gonna be looking and checking and seeing if you doing something and give myself a reason to go ahead and be with him anyway. But I'm not gonna disrespect you in any kind of way, and that's why I will need you to know this is where I'm at.
Okay, okay. So is there a caveat for me to do something? Or is it based off what I've
Are
done in
you
the past?
interested in doing something with someone?
I mean, I'm always looking at stuff or seeing people I'm interested, but I haven't pursued anything. I haven't
Is it
said
something
anything.
that you want to do? Is it something you want to do because I just told you that's what I actually want to do? Are
I'm
you
not.
considering
I
it
need.
now because I want to do it?
I think right now, to be honest, I think I'm only considering now just to kind of to temper my feelings right now,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm thinking I'm doing it out of because you're doing it. So I want to let me revisit it. I'm not gonna say no. I'm not gonna
Okay.
say yes. But I'm gonna tell you this one thing. I'm glad you told me that. I don't want you doing no bullshit. And my
Right.
girlfriend, my boy, telling me some goofy shit. So
Right.
I'm
Right.
glad you said something to me. Let's try
Right.
to set it and talk shit again. Give me another day or so.
That's right.
Not a day to
And I
just
agree.
just a day to talk about it where I'm not all tensed up and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because
Well,
right
I know. I
now,
know. I hit you. I
right,
know. I
right, right.
hit
You hit me
you.
in the
And
motherfucking miz now. You
I
feel me?
don't. Right. I don't want to. You know what I'm
So I
saying?
don't
I
want to
know.
be
I
out.
hit
I
you.
don't want to be out tensed up because I
Right.
know you know I ain't no. I don't want to get into no hole. I ain't no
Right.
hoster, punk ass nigga, no simp. I
I
get
know
all
you
that.
not.
I
I
know that, and I
know.
don't even have to tell you that because you know me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm gonna move all past all that. I got my own little jealousies with that, but the fact is that I want to kind of move past that. Okay,
We'll revisit
we'll
that
revisit that.
another day. But thank you for just wearing the friend hat.
All right.
Okay, now with that, that's how a grown up conversation can go. I allowed him to express his real emotion. I didn't holler, scream, and get mad. Now, what he did, which wasn't on me because I gave him some fugaziness, but I want to point out three things. He allowed me the space, the platform, which something he had to create, right? That I can come and tell him anything. You can say that shit in a relationship, but you never actually use it to see. Because the minute that person come to you and say the most off, crazy ass shit and you snap out, they ain't never coming to your ass again, guaranteed.
Dead.
So with that, he allowed me the space to be able to say the most craziest shit. And even though it hurt him to his core, he still stood as a man and said, listen, this is what. So what I took away from it is that at the end of the day, he don't want to be in the streets looking crazy. And that's the number one thing when I say don't take the person choice away. I don't need no bitch running up to me or no nigga running up to my guy talking about I had your woman 4 or 5 different ways. And you like, what? Just because they want to get at you because they low key been hating on you forever. That's how it be. Because they could be all sweet and gravy, but let your ass get on or let you be any type of in a popularity, and then they coming for you. For real. They go, oh, I
Right.
had him, I did that. People like you when you like somebody else. When you in a relationship, that's when they really like you. Crazy as hell. Now I want to flip it, because that was me. Most women will never, I know, ever sit they nigga down and tell that. But let's see. Most men won't do it the opposite. So Ed, now you tell me.
All right. Yo, Kim, I
Got
gotta
damn
holler at you
kids. I
real
gotta get
quick.
it. Sit down, girl. Shit,
Sit
this
down, leave
damn
mama.
kid.
Let me. You need any help with them? What's going on? Hey, listen, let mom. We're gonna talk. I'm gonna talk to mom for a minute. I need y'all to just chill out. Matter of fact, y'all want some ice cream later on? Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna get y'all some ice cream. Just chill out,
Good.
y'all. Give me. You're gonna play the quiet game about 30 minutes. We're gonna be the quiet alone with the biggest
That's good.
ice
I
cream.
love when you tell them that because they
Yeah.
always.
Oh,
Okay,
they
that's
quiet.
good.
Just go in the room, play the game, be quiet. I gotta talk to mom for about 30 minutes, and then get ice cream. The biggest. Quietest get the biggest.
Yeah.
So
What's up,
listen,
babe?
listen.
What's on? You
So
sounding
this is
serious.
yeah. I know it's so. Um, I'll be trying to
You
keep it a
okay?
buck. Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
So this is what we've talked a little bit. You
Yeah.
know I am, and one thing
Uh-huh.
I don't ever want to do is be disrespectful.
Right.
So I'm like, and I hate even saying that sounds crazy. So let me get my blah blah blah. Blah. All right, so I said all that.
Okay.
All right, but this is what I'm thinking. It's what I want to do. It's something I want to do, and I want to tell you. So I want you to kind of like put the little, just hear me out. Don't go crazy and shit. Just hear me out. Like I gotta, I gotta get it out. I want to be real. So I got a question to ask you. Can I
Oh,
be
damn, babe, you
honest?
scared me.
I know. Can I be? I need you to just promise me that you're gonna let me be myself, be honest, and just let me get it out
Where the
and
friend
respond.
hat?
Where the friend hat? Yeah.
All right.
Just be my girl right now. If I was talking, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like you
All
talk to your
right.
boy June.
Okay.
So look, I talked about it a little bit, dipped in and out, but I want to do. I want to have another. I want to have another girlfriend, another female. Like I don't want necessarily on the side, but maybe either threesome or something like that. But I was thinking along the lines, and I had a thought, and I was gonna do an inbox thing. I'm like, no, I ain't even talked to you yet. I ain't saying nothing. You know, even though the person I'm thinking about, we've been cool,
Uh-huh.
just on some being nothing, just business related. Nothing. I ain't never said nothing inappropriate, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? She ain't said nothing shit to me. This shit may not be. It may not be shit. As far as I'm concerned, it may not be nothing.
But
But I
the
wanted to
fact
say,
is that you want to do it regardless, even if it don't work out with this person. You want to experience a
well,
threesome.
it's really this particular
Is it a
person.
threesome, or you want another? You want to actually have a full blown relationship outside of
I don't
us?
honestly. I don't even want to. I don't even know because I got to see how you feeling.
What are you
Honest.
telling me though? You need to be sure about what you're telling me, honey,
I want to do. I
so
was
I
thinking
can
about
know.
doing threesome, but I don't know if they down with that, and I don't know if you down with
You want
it.
a
I don't
threesome
know.
without me,
No, not really.
or
No,
you
not.
want me to participate?
I want you with it. I want you in with it. I
Okay, as
think she
long
might
as
be
she got
cool.
a fat ass, I'm down, and she need to be dark skinned. Now that part I got you, but what else you saying?
Damn, but that's shit. That's everything else is shit. I mean, I ain't even shit. I wasn't even ready for that shit. Shit, I
I
wasn't even
said
ready.
that to say, excuse me. I said that part. We're going to continue. But I said that part that sometimes you'll be surprised when you really step to your person, when we say put the friend hat on, or whatever the hell you want to call it. You'll be surprised that you can get exactly what you want by simply not taking the person choice away. Because they might be thinking the same thing. Because, as you age and you get older in your relationships and they get kind of boring, you go through that, that older age or whatever, it's we put all kind of titles on shit. But to me, I just feel like it's just people that want to experience things. They want to experience the things, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong with it. You're not nasty, and you're not a trifling ass son of a bitch
You're
because
not a hoe.
you want to try something. I don't like when people do that to people. But you just need to be honest. And it's hard. Yes, and me and Ed sitting here doing it, we laughing. I'm giving y'all all the scenarios. Now that's me coming saying that to him. I'm not saying that's necessarily me. I can tell you right now, that ain't me. But some women will say that, okay? But it depends. I don't know. Everybody is different. I'm just gonna say, you're the right person. You never know.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, I think just don't take the person's choice away. But I'm gonna let him continue as if I didn't say that, and now I'm gonna go right back to it, and I'm gonna ask him again. So, are you saying that you want to? But babe, you saying you want a threesome, or you want another girlfriend? I'm confused.
Well, I mean, right now I'm just thinking about a threesome because I ain't really trying the girlfriend thing. I don't know if I'm in the capacity to do that because me and you, we get down and we go everywhere together. I'm cool on that. I just wanted to. I've always wanted to do it. Like when I was in college, It's just kind of like it skipped past me. I don't know, and there's an opportunity I think that's there, but I just wanted to talk to you about it. I would feel better if you were down with it or if you were a part of it. I don't
Babe,
really
I
want to
don't
do
want to
something,
be with no other woman. I don't want to be with no other woman.
but
Damn, babe, I be doing all this acrobatic shit. I mean, I wear all the wigs. I be Mamacita. I be the black girl you like. I'm all these
okay,
women,
okay,
so I'm
okay.
not enough.
No, it's not that. It ain't got nothing to do with being
Then
enough.
why do you want a threesome? Like,
It's just something I've always felt that I wanted to do. It just seemed like it's something I wanted to do when I was like 19 and 20, and
but why you
now
didn't tell me that?
I don't know, just like I felt uncomfortable. I wasn't really. I don't know. I just felt like how do you? First of all, I feel like how do you tell your girl like, oh, I want to do this that, and the other? Because like I feel like you wasn't going. Like what I'm saying. So how do I tell you, yo, I want to do this that and the other? I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I just
So
was kind of a
what if
coward
you
about
do it
that.
one time and then you want to continue to do it? Or what if that person? What if you like them more than you like me? What if you actually like her more than you like me doing it to her or
Mm,
hers?
I ain't never thought about that. I
But I'm
mean,
just saying, when you open that door, I'm just saying, like, it might give me a complex, though. I mean, but
Well,
it's
what
at the
would you?
point where I can't really say anything because I feel like if I say no, you can be walking around saying, "Well, I ain't do it because you didn't want me to." But I don't want you to do nothing because I don't want you to. I want you to do it because you love me enough, and you don't want me to feel a certain kind of way. So, no, I don't want my penis and nobody else. But I don't know. I don't know,
I don't know.
Junior.
I think we should. I think we should do it. All right. So my thing is this: it could be something that we can agree on, and you ain't got to touch her. She ain't got to touch you.
But I gotta watch her touch you.
Well,
I do
you're not
appreciate you.
really
I'm not
comfortable with
finna sit
that.
here and tell you that I'm comfortable with any of it right now. I am gonna say is that I do appreciate you talking to me about it,
All right.
and I just, if you don't mind, it would be nice, before you do anything, that we can talk about it again.
Oh, I'm not gonna be on. I'm not gonna make a move. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'd rather talk to you about it again until you feel
But I do
comfortable.
have a rule, and
What's
I'm
your rule?
gonna say a real rule.
All right.
It cannot be big booty ass Archie. I ain't playing. It can't be her.
Okay. Okay.
It can't be her.
Okay.
So I don't give a damn who it is, but it can't be her.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. That's fair.
I'm just saying. So I'm not trying to pick who it is with you, but I know that, I know that y'all been rocking since y'all was little and stuff like that. So I'm just saying, like, I know. I just don't want that. I feel like I can't compete with that.
Well, I won't do nothing like that. I don't think it's that serious. For me, it ain't that serious.
But are you open for me to have a threesome with two men?
Damn. Damn. Wow. Low key, I thought you were gonna hit me with some shit. Like, cause I know how you get down. Like your ass gonna try to be pulling and shit. So like I had to think about this. So I tell you what, let's do one of these moves and shit like that. That sound crazy as fuck,
How
bro.
it sound
Can I
crazy?
be
That's
me
what
and
you
another
want to
dude
do?
though?
No, I don't want you in there when I do. I'm not going to be able to
Damn.
do it.
You're so
I'm
disres.
clear about what I want to do. If that's me, I don't
Damn.
want you in there.
You want two random man? There's got to be some random. First of all, what
Why
are we
I
talking
gotta be
about?
random?
No, we
No, it
gotta.
ain't random. Like I know them.
What? What kind of motherfucking? All right, okay, You ain't do me like that, so I ain't
I
gonna do
did
you like that.
not. Damn, June.
My
I
bad.
know two guys.
I mean, you dead ass. Since you're going, you still going with this shit, bro? Real
I'm
talk.
just saying. You want? I mean,
All right,
we
look,
where
look,
where
yo,
that?
time out,
I'm
time
just
out,
saying.
time
Would
out.
it be okay if
Time
you
out.
do
I
it?
gotta
I
think
do it.
about this shit. Okay, we both got. Okay, we gotta put all the rules and the regulations down like the motherfucker. I need a couple of days to think
So we
about
need
this
a
shit.
contractual agreement.
Yeah, we need a couple of days to get this shit down and talk about this shit
Okay.
again. First, we gotta talk about this shit again. Let's
Well, I
do
love
that.
you, babe. I'm glad we get to talk.
Well,
Like,
shit,
I don't want to do nothing to upset you or hurt your feelings either.
that's good. All right, I appreciate it. Love you too. I just wanted to,
This is a hard ass conversation. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to sleep.
That's all right. We're gonna do something to make ourselves sleep. Don't worry about it.
Damn. Well, so to meanwhile, I know a lot of people don't have those type of conversations, but I promise you to save you a lot of heartaches. A lot of times, if you just communicate, some people say it just sounds like cliche, and it does. But fuck that, it sounds like cliche. Actually, do it, and it will change your life.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I mean when I say rejuvenate, revisit shit that you have just been suppressing. You ain't really talking to your mate about that. You're not. You
No.
just behaving, and they make you mad, and you pick an argument. And I know y'all trifling ass
Damn.
have done this, men and women. You literally pick an argument so you can bounce and leave just to go be with a girl. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pick an argument with her ass.
So you be
I know
gone.
what to say to her. As soon as I start talking about blah blah blah, she finna get mad. What? And that's what happens. So at the end of the day, you know, so at the end of the day, that's what we're trying to share with y'all about rejuvenating and getting yourself on to new things, a better thing. I'm gonna let Ed go ahead and close out what he wanted to talk about earlier. But before I do that, I want to say you gotta set boundaries and you gotta be authentic in what you're talking about. You know, I think the selections that we make pretty much kind of determines what our reflection is going to be back in our eyes. And it's hard, but you do need to take your time and really do that. But you're not stuck, guys. You're not stuck. Shit hurt, but you're not stuck. You got to get out of it. You got to crawl your ass up out of it like a baby can crawl and they can walk before they do one or the other. But you got to want to do it. That's all it is. I'm gonna let my boy close out on what you want to give these gems to the men, as we usually do our Kimmy Kim and Eddie
I
edibles.
just want to say this time out for brothers, men, to being fucking so selfish and so insecure about what they believe they own and they control.
Mm.
You don't control as much as you think or as much as you want your woman's pussy. You don't control her heart. And if you can't control her, if you're not in her heart and her mind, then you definitely can't control her pussy. So my thing is that guys want to do shit that our women can't do. That old day is over. It's so much shit, and I'm gonna talk about this on next show. I'm not gonna put a couple minutes on it, but there's so much shit into it. Now, here's the beautiful thing about it. If you let people go and let them live and be, and you let them fly, if you are that motherfucker, if you are that person, if you are that nigga, whatever you want to call, they're going to accept, they're going to love you for it, and they're going to want you for it. But if you pushing, you forcing them, you kicking them in their ass and knocking their teeth out and shitting on them every chance you get, tell them they ain't shit, they fat, they overlooked, they overweighted, they ugly, they ain't no nigga gonna want them, that's a damn lie. And women need to understand this. It's niggas out there. Don't let nobody tell you ain't nobody gonna love you like I love you. Yeah, it's different because they're different people. They gonna
Hmm.
love you different. But it's a motherfucker out there that will love the fuck out of you, will marry you, and all that kind of shit. Now, is it what you want back in return? That's a different story. But you get out, all of us put out what we want back in return.
That's
So
right.
you be 100% real. We and Kimmy talk about this shit all the time. We gave scenarios of where we talked to each other, and that shit was very fucking uncomfortable, but it was done. It was necessary. It's gonna be weeks. That shit may be weeks and months before you get through like that anguish of, ooh, I can't believe we had this old dirty ass conversation. You feel you want to fuck two niggas, and all that shit may take you a minute, but you know the truth. You get the chance to really
Right.
look at who your partner is. Like, damn,
Yes, you
I know
do.
who the fuck you are. And
Yep.
then the fact that they choose you,
Still.
and they got multiple
Yes.
dicks wanting to fuck them and love them and take care of them. That's a whole other thing. So niggas, get out your motherfucking feelings. Man up. You gonna get all type of ass and pussies and all type of shit. Allow her to be her and live her life. Don't be controlling, because you're not really controlling anything. You being abusive.
Right.
You're being a motherfucking abusive. I don't want a woman that's around me because she fucking scared of me. God damn it. Be scared to leave because you know I'm a dope ass motherfucker, not because I'm gonna hurt you or I'm gonna take money from you. Don't be that nigga. Grow up. It's a man so insensitive, and these niggas, we want to do shit, bust moves and shit. I want to fuck all these type of people. Once you find somebody, the situation happen where nigga was doing all type of fuckery and doing type of shit like that, then his girl got somebody that was
Mm.
dope as fuck, and he want a motherfucker commit sideways and shit. As my dad used to call it. So, not
Sideways.
not literally, but
Yeah.
he was so down. Hey, how can you? It's like you. Hey, listen, ain't no fun. The rabbit got the gun. So that's the last of that. We gonna listen, you guys. If you guys are in next weekend, the weekend. What's this weekend coming up? What the
The
fit 20
26th, we're in ATL in Savannah.
in Savannah? So it's 26 in Savannah.
Yeah.
27th is in ATL,
Yep.
right?
That's right.
So if
And come along for the ride with us, because we will be taping while we
We'll be
ride it.
we're gonna be Instagram. We ain't been giving you guys a lot of love, but Instagram, we're gonna be on Instagram, TikTok, definitely TikTok
Yeah.
videos on the journey. Also, we'll be down there, and if you in the area in Savannah, inbox us, send us a message,
Yeah.
and meet us, because we want to meet the people that fucks with us down there, Power 104.9, and the people that's in Atlanta and in
That's
Savannah,
right.
Georgia area. We're gonna be down there visiting friends and family and having a good time at the radio show. So
Right.
get down with us, check us out. Follow us on all social media platforms, guys. And Kimmy Kim, are you done? Because we about to sign on out.
Yes, we are. I enjoyed it, and as always, it's wonderful to be able to share. We hope that you all definitely pick up everything that Ed and I is putting down. We do it for the love from our bottom of our hearts, and I'm hoping that for everybody and anybody that heard this story, I truly believe that it always comes out for a reason, that it reaches you and it helps you. One thing I want to leave with everybody: be honest, be upfront, and communicate to your mate, and you will be surprised as exactly what you really can have. Their relationship can be spiced. It doesn't have to end. It's entirely up to you.
And you want a better person. You want to know that person.
Yeah.
Going into a relationship, coming to the gate, swinging. This is who I am.
Right.
I like green eggs and ham, Sam. I am. Tell them motherfuckers what's going on with yourself. Be honest and be truthful. Don't try to give them some shit you think that's palatable for them. Because you don't know. These people grown as hell. These women grown as hell. Seen that, been told worse by better. You heard me? Been
Absolutely.
around better and taller and growner and stronger ass niggas around. So they've been there and they seen it and they still choose your ass. So be
Right.
honest and be 100%. Like she said, communicate, be transparent, but come in the gate with that shit.
Yeah.
Come in the gate, lay that shit on the line. Hey, this was going on with
Yes.
me. This was up. Because I want you to hate me for the truth and love me for a lie. If you
Facts.
know what's going on and you in this shit for real, you fucks with me for real because you know the real. I got 35 children, 17 grandchildren. I done got 13 foreclosures and shit. Let them know what's going on. You got a felony and all that kind of shit on the run right now. God damn it. Let them know what the fuck going on. They
Right.
oh shit, what we got to do? That's when you know you got a real
That's
one.
when you got a
They like,
real
what
one.
we doing? Shit, because
Yeah.
I love you. I
For
fucks with
you. And it's
you.
a rarity, but if you got one, you better hold on.
Listen, we like you, we love you, want more of you. And it's been real and it's been fun. And on this show, every time we get together, Kimmy
Every
Kim,
time.
we didn't get a sip. Give me a pound, honey. We ain't got that's our glass. We didn't get a sip today. Every time we get together, every time we get to talk to you guys, every time we get on the radio show, do our thing, give our Kimmy gems, our Eddie edibles. Every time
Every
we're
time.
on here, Mitchell and Mitchell sip and spill, all platforms. Every time we get together, it's always.
Always.
Please don't get it twisted. Don't ever misunderstand. It's always, God damn it, real motherfucking fun. We out this piece, God
Peace,
damn it.
y'all.
Holla back.